Thanks for joining this week's ArgoCast. I'm John Webb. Although the University of Idaho community mourns his loss, Adam Seo's memory carries on through the lives he touched. Seo, a Boise native, was a senior majoring in chemistry and was active in the Air Force ROTC program. Seo died after injuries from a head-on collision about 15 miles north of New Meadows on October 4th. Seo was in his third year with the ROTC program on a full tuition scholarship. He was the physical training leader for the cadets in UI's program and would lead the group in training 3 times a week. Tuesday morning, students gathered in the Memorial Gymnasium to remember Seo. We would like to remind our viewers that there is assistance available for people struggling with this loss. Contact the Counseling and Testing Center at 208-885-8716. The Laura Moore Cunningham Foundation donated $1 million to a new meat facility for the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. The new facility will provide beneficial research, outreach opportunities, and teaching opportunities for students in the program. The new facility will move down the street from the current Meat Science Center. It will be located on Perimeter Drive across from the Kibbe Dome parking lot. A professor said they understand moving to a location closer to the center of campus will increase the visibility of the facility and in turn increase awareness about the work they do. Local Herbivores, a vegan group on campus that advocates for animal rights and sustainability, opposes the new facility. They want more funding for non-meat alternatives such as the Sustainability Center and the student-led farm instead. Friday was National Coming Out Day. This date marked the 32nd National March on Washington for lesbian and gay rights. Several places in our area held related events. The Neal Public Library had a speaker talk about queer history in Moscow and Pullman. The LGBTQA group on campus held a coming out carnival in the iSub Plaza. They gave out swag, candy, and played music. And the Brokeback Palouse Collective hosted a dance party at One World Cafe. 50% of their profit went to a local organization. In 1948, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt visited the University of Idaho to lecture on war and peace. That lecture was the first Boris Symposium. This year, for the first time in the symposium's history, every expert speaking at the event was female. The symposium tackles questions about the causes of war and the conditions necessary to create peace. This year, the symposium focused on climate change. Experts presented on topics ranging from ice melting in the Arctic to food insecurity. In the Life section this week, Alex Brizzi wrote an article on Gypsy Java owner Gabrielle Dickman. Brizzi talks about how Dickman moved to Moscow and ultimately opened up a coffee shop after she noticed a lack of coffee she had grown accustomed to in Phoenix, Arizona. Gypsy Java opened in 2015 with a goal to offer more organic and local coffee to the Palouse. According to Dickman, they use roast from Landgrove Coffee in Troy. While Dickman's goal with Gypsy Java is to have organic and locally roasted coffee, her favorite part is the people, though coffee is a close second. And you can read Brizzi's full report on our website. Just head over to the Life section. Continuing in Life news, Visual Arts Community held an acrylic pour workshop on September 30th. All materials were provided. The only thing needed was a bright mind and a sense of creativity. Those who attended the event left with their artwork and a better understanding of what acrylic pour is. Acrylic pour is when paint is poured onto a canvas instead of traditional brush painting. To learn more about the community, visit their page on Facebook. In sports this week, we learned that Idaho men's basketball assistant coach Kirk Earlywine has been put on administrative leave. It's unclear why he was put on leave. He's been with the team for the past 7 seasons. He joined the Vandals in 2012 as the team's director of player development, later becoming an Idaho assistant coach. The Argonaut will continue to cover this story as more updates become available. And finally this week, in an opinion, copy editor Nicole Hinberg wrote a piece on a bill that would allow college athletes to be compensated. The Fair Pay to Play Act was recently pushed forward and signed into effect by Governor Gavin Newsom of California. This will allow college athletes compensation through things such as endorsements, sponsorships, autograph signings, and other similar deals. With much backlash from the NCAA and various universities, this issue has been talked about substantially. Hinberg mentioned that athletes could potentially receive compensation from the universities in the future, which could raise the price of tuition. All in all, she says there needs to be a line drawn because the proposed bills walk a thin line between brands paying for endorsement deals and taxpayers paying for every athlete's salary. And that's a wrap for us here at ArgoCast this week. I'm John Webb. Until we speak again, have a great week.